Have the top story reaction. Joining us from Sacramento, California, Justin Wallin, a marketing strategist, and here in New York City, Heather Herzog, a retail analyst. So, the list, we checked it twice. What do you say?
I don't know why Lowe's is on that nice list. I was just in a Lowe's. It was such a mess trying to get a Christmas tree. No one greeted me with Merry Christmas.
Where was this, in New York City?
This was in New York City. It was just in the Upper West Side.
New York City is kind of different, you know. There's a lot of pagans here.
They're like, sure.
But this family council, I mean, they're pretty stringent on this stuff, are they not?
Well, sure, but I had a conversation with one of the spokespeople of the American Family Association. Yeah. He was the assistant to the president, and today he was telling me that they deploy a group of 2 to 3 people that go out to these stores around the Tupelo area, which is fine and all, but a lot of the stores that they see and go into and even research aren't even in that area. So he said to me twice that they might not even get to all of the stores on that list. Well,
we assume that what they're doing is an honest attempt to say these stores, because you can see the print ads. That's how I do it. And I look, too. And you can see whether they're saying Merry Christmas or they not.
Respectfully, Bill, I'm a retail analyst, and what they're trying to do is channel check, which is what I do all year long, especially during the holiday season.
What they're trying to do is what?
Channel check. This is what you do when you go into stores and you look at product, you see how things are selling, you see what type of promotions are there. And if you're not going to all of those stores that are on your list, or at least if you're not branching out to different areas, then you're not doing an accurate check.
But I'll tell you, as a consumer, I'll go to the Christmassy store I can, Mr. Wallin. I mean, and if I see a store that refuses to say Merry Christmas, because if somebody says Happy Holidays to me, I'll say, oh, are you allowed to say Merry Christmas? I'll ask them. And if they look around and go, oh, no, we're not supposed to, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. Now, that's just me. I know I'm a little strange, but I don't think I'm alone here, Mr. Wallin.
Well, you're not alone. There is certainly a proportion of folks who feel the same way you do, and they will shop with their perspectives. But broadly speaking, lists like these do not have a dramatic impact on store sales. They do have an impact. They have an impact with a particular group of folks. There's no question about that. But in terms of deep impact to sales, it hasn't been shown that they have a particularly
Why then, though, if that's true, why then when we did our campaign 10 years ago, and we singled out stores, I mean, we were ruthless, brutal. It was weeks and weeks of it. Did they all cave? Every single one of them caved and started to say Merry Christmas. And the ones that told their employees not to, they rescinded that. Why did they do it then if it doesn't have any effect?
Well, 2 things. It may have had an effect, but not quite in the immediate, visceral way that we would normally think of it. It may have had an effect to inspire those particular brands to do some inner research, to actually deploy statistically valid research, to start asking customers and potential customers to what degree they embrace Christmas during this particular season, and to what degree that makes them want to shop more. And if that could be proven that Christmas creates more of a buying fervor, well, then they're certainly going to fall in line.
So, I mean, Christmas is the most commercial season in the calendar year. When you walk into a store, Ms. Herzog, and there's no Merry Christmas, it's all secular, okay? Does that offend you?
Personally, it doesn't offend me.
Doesn't?
Probably because there's 12 days of Christmas overhead on repeat. So Christmas is blasting from the speakers.
Right, so you're getting it, you don't need it in the store.
Absolutely, but you know, there's red, bows everywhere. And
there's a lot of bows, I understand. And Mr. Wall, when you walk into a store and there's no sign of Merry Christmas, it's all generic, secular, Happy Holidays, does that offend you?
I am an unashamed fan of Christmas. I absolutely am thrilled about Christmas, so I love to have it.
All right. So I feel the same way that you do. If they're going out of their way, they being a retail outlet, not to say Merry Christmas, and again, I'll investigate by talking to the folks off the record. I'll never burn them. I won't spend money there. Thank you very much. Good debate. We appreciate it. One footnote, Ms. Herzog, there's a book called Black Market Billions, How Organized Retail Crime Funds Terrorists. Very